Hi there, this is Crypto. Okay, so I'm going to try and make some sense, vaguely, of the new DEX, of the new xExchange DEX, and yeah, hopefully that'll be beneficial for you. I did try making some videos of just converting all the MEX and that kind of stuff, but it was so kind of disjointed and I didn't really seem to know what I was talking about. I don't think it's going to be very useful, but I don't know. I mean, if anyone's got any specific questions, please do ask them and I will try and answer them in a video as soon as possible. Now, I say as soon as possible because I'm going to be away for a couple of nights. Basically, an old friend of mine that I used to make music with, he's going to be in the area and we're going to actually rent a little cottage in the middle of nowhere and hide ourselves away for 2 nights, 2 days rather, and try and make some music like what we used to, which is going to be weird because it was a long time ago that we used to do it, but we'll see what happens, eh? We'll be armed with various keyboards and samplers and stuff like that and see what we can do. Okay, so meanwhile, I've set a buy order for a long trade. This is EGLD USDT in ByBit. Okay, and this is going to trigger at 38.5. So if the price comes down to about here, then it will go into a long position. It's not a big long position. Yeah, it's on 4x leverage, and all I'm really hoping to do is to catch, a low there and hopefully ride it back up, because EGLD is something I keep my eye on the price of a lot, and I don't really think it's going to go silly low. I think, well, it's silly low already, isn't it? But I think 38.5 has got to be near the bottom for it. Famous last words, but that's what I'm hoping anyway. And I'm hoping just to catch a long down there. So this is leverage trading, and it's basically using the USDT perpetual trading on ByBit. Now that means that here I haven't bought any EGLD. It means I'm using USDT, and that is the base currency. So because I'm trading a derivative, you don't actually have to own the EGLD. You can just basically trade the volatility, and then when you come out of the trade, I will have USDT. I suppose I better look how much I've got, hadn't I? Yeah, so actually in the order there, it's $234. You can see there, order margin $234. Okay, and that's not executed yet. So yeah, so that's what I'm playing with there, is $234. Okay, if you want to do something similar, then don't follow what I do, make up your own mind, and this isn't financial advice. But if you do want the $30,000 bonus, if you've got an enormous amount of money or any bonus on the way up there, please do use my link, which you can get to by going to savewith.crypto.org/ByBit. And I think in the future, if I do any kind of trading type sort of, not exactly tutorials, but kind of like if you want to follow along with what I'm doing, maybe in a Telegram group or something, I probably will make it a fairly exclusive group using the UID, and that will be people who are trading through my link, which is this UID here, you see. So please do use my link. It does benefit me slightly. It's not a lot, honestly. It's like it's $10 every few days, but it really isn't a lot. But it does help me stay motivated and want to provide content like this for free. Now then, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you'll know that I've had quite a bit of EGLD stashed away in the Maiar app, and at the moment this is still earning various amounts of APY, and you can see from this screenshot here that it's 9.35% APR in RAF staking and 8.82 in Castle stake. Galaxy staking is one I'm using for the challenge account, so I won't mention that at the moment. Rosetta stake is one that gets 10.9% APR. So those three I use for this account to provide a steady flow of EGLD that I can then do things with. I used to use it as well in the meta bonding, because that's all you had to do was just stake it in the Maiar app, and you get, you know, tiny amounts of rewards with the meta bonding. So what I'm going to do now is claim it every now and again, and then I'm going to combine it with whatever I've got from the xExchange and make LP tokens. So that's the plan. So I thought I'd show you that. So what I've done is I've claimed the EGLD over on the Maiar app. There's also a little bit I want to take from ZoidPay as well, because I've got some ZoidPay here. I've got 529 ZoidPay from my staking in the shopping pool. By the way, you can do that as well if you want. You can just go to, well, if you go to savewith.crypto.org/free crypto, I'll show you how you can stake 100 ZoidPay in here, get 17% APY, and also I'll give you 100 ZoidPay for free as well. And quite a few people have taken advantage of this, and I now have 141 Zoidsters, which is fantastic. Anyway, I'm just going to claim my rewards from that. Now, by the way, if you do this and you don't see the claim thing over on Maiar, it's probably because you haven't logged in recently, or more to the point, you haven't logged out recently. In fact, I can't see it there, so I'm just going to log in and out again. So I'm just going to go cancel that, log out, and I'm going to log back in. And this always amazed me how it works so well, unlike the actual exchange itself, but never mind. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to claim all. It's only $26 worth, but I may as well have it. So I'm going to claim all that, and then I'll turn it into eGold. By the way, there was quite a good AMA over on Telegram with Edward from ZoidPay the other day, and it seems they've got this new app coming out in Q1 next year, and I think that's going to really help the whole ZoidPay system. I think it will help the price of the token as well, and I'm really looking forward to that. So I'm very bullish on ZoidPay, unlike a lot of things at the moment on the Elrond network, but we'll see. Anyway, obviously everyone's down a little bit at the moment. So let's go over to the exchange and log in. I have to use the legacy version still for some reason. Okay, so if I go to the phone, I'll disconnect from the ZoidPay, log in here. Okay, approve. This energy outdated, and I know what it does, it just updates that figure there, but if you haven't done anything, I can't see any point in doing it. If I'm wrong about that, please let me know. To me, it just uses up, 4 cents of your eGold, so don't see much point in doing it really. Right, the price of MEX is down hideously. I mean, this was worth 66 grand last week, and now it's worth 47.5, which is a bit rubbish, isn't it? Okay, so if we have a look at what I've got here, I've got 0.89 eGold, which is worth $34. I should have some ZoidPay now. Yeah, I'm going to swap this ZoidPay into eGold because I want some more eGold to play with. So maximum ZoidPay into eGold. Okay, so that will get me 1.19 eGold. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so that's that done. Okay, so if we now go back to the main dashboard, you can see here that I've got 2.08 eGold worth 81 bucks. Yeah, and not a lot of anything else really. So what I'm going to do is increase the size of my LP tokens, mainly to show you how it's done. So what I want to be doing is staking here, because this one is supposed to be boosted for a month because I did all the right things, and at the moment it doesn't appear like it is, but I think there's something wrong here. I'm hoping so anyway. This is the LP I'm going to add to. Okay, so to do that I just go to liquidity, right, add liquidity, and I'm going to be using eGold and XMEX. So I'm going to be using my maximum amount of eGold. Okay, so it's 80 bucks worth of eGold, 80 bucks worth of XMEX. Okay, add liquidity, confirm that on my phone, do all the usual stuff on the Maiar app. Why isn't that working? Okay, that isn't working. which is really annoying. Let's try logging in again. That disappeared just while I was picking my phone up. This really is crap, isn't it? Is it this bad for everybody else, or is it just me? Okay, that's me back in. Right, let's try that again. Liquidity, add liquidity, eGold, and XMEX, maximum eGold, add liquidity. Let's try again. Okay, seems to be working this time. Right, liquidity added, so now I can go over to the farm, stake LP, and then I should be able to see it here. Then you have to select it there, maximum, okay, stake. Okay, processing transaction. Right, so that's how you do it, okay? So if you need to know how you can do something with your XMEX, that's what you can do. Okay, now while I'm here, I just want to go over to the dashboard again and just show you that my energy multiplier is now gone down a bit. It's now 3.94. Now the reason for that is because if you look at the locked tokens here, you can see here that I have all this MEX here, okay, and as well as being able to sort of remove energy, I can add energy. Now if I did that, what I would be looking at is locking it up at 4x again, which would move the unlock date on 1 month to November the 26th, 2026. I'm not going to do this because if I do that, I'll just be doing it forever, and then one day I'll fall off my perch, and there'll be loads of XMEX that I haven't enjoyed. So I'm not going to do that from now on. I'm just going to keep my unlock date at whatever it is. And I don't care what Elrond come along and suggest I do for if I lock up stuff up for 4x again. I'm just going to stick with what I've said today on the 18th of December 2022, and I'm not going to extend the multiplier on this account here. I might do it on the smaller one, I don't know, but certainly with this big one, I am looking at 2026 as the year that I maybe stop doing this. So I think you're stuck with me doing this for a while, and I know a few others are as well. I'd honestly say if you're young, I'd probably do that. I'm not, so I'm not going to do that. Now then, at this point, what I want to do is just do something that I don't know the answer to, and I know some people have been asking as well. So if I go down here, for example, to my locked tokens, I've got just this one bunch here that unlocks on October the 27th, 2026. Now the question is, if I was to harvest some of the XMEX that I've made in the last week, will that have a different unlock date, and will it appear as a separate bunch here, right? Now the only way I can do that is by going to the farms here, and the only thing I can harvest is this one here. So let's expand that. So yeah, this is the one I just put the LP token in, but I can harvest $38 worth. So let's do that. So harvest that. I'm actually wondering if I've got enough eGold left, because I probably shouldn't have used it all in making that LP, but let's have a look anyway. Okay, so that's harvested. Let's have a look now at the dashboard. Locked tokens here. Okay, right. So this answers the question, isn't it? So what I have now is I have this bunch that I had originally that unlocks on October the 27th. And then now I've got this $38 worth, which unlocks on November the 26th. So this is good to know, isn't it? I mean, this kind of means that, for example, if I wanted to, I could do separate things with these amounts and any amounts that appear along the way. So that answers that question. Okay, this video's gone on a bit too long now. I will try and do one whilst I'm away, but if I don't, excuse me. And also I've got a bit of a Christmas party to go to on Tuesday afternoon. It's possible the next video might be Tuesday night, but I will try and do something in the meantime, okay, even if it's just a little one. Oh, by the way, at this point, I can actually see a point in updating my energy. So at the moment that is 2,125,273,143,297. Okay, so if I update that, that should go up a little bit, shouldn't it? So processing transactions, did that go up? Okay, well the short answer to that is no, it didn't. So that was a waste of time, as far as I can see. If anybody knows anything different, please do tell me. Anyway, I better go because I'm meeting my mate in town and we're going to watch the football. I'm not really into football actually, but obviously I have an interest in France winning. Anyway, it'd be a good excuse for a beer anyway. All right, so enjoy the rest of your weekend. Please do root for France winning the World Cup, and above all, tell your friends.